right now.
The suspect is in custody and no longer poses a threat.
That is from Austin police, who are teaming up with investigators here in San Antonio to figure out the details of a deadly killing spree that took 6 people out in 2 cities.
In all, 9 people shot or injured, and now the suspect is in custody in Austin. His name is Shane James. This is his mugshot right there. It's believed he allegedly started the killing spree with 2 family members here in East Bexar County. We are also learning a lot more about his criminal record, which likely just got a lot longer.
In fact, in just the past couple of hours, we've been gathering county records on the 34-year-old's past. James has 3 pending cases in Bexar County for misdemeanor assault causing bodily injury family. A source is telling us that there were warrants out for James's rearrest. They were issued almost 2 years ago, but apparently he remained free.
While we work to get more information about these domestic violence incidents, Katrina Weber has been meeting with neighbors of the couple killed here as they try to make sense of how this spree all started.
Deputies work in the dark, trying to shed light on what happened on a street called Port Royal. Acting on a tip from police in Austin, they went to the East Bexar County home before 8 last night and forced their way inside.
They began clearing the house, and then soon thereafter they began reporting that they found one body and then another.
Sheriff Javier Salazar says it appears a man and woman, both in their 50s, were murdered. He says the suspect in this case then traveled to Austin, where he shot 7 more people, killing 4 of them.
He did that. I mean, I don't know why he did that. I don't know why he did that. I don't know. But, you know, you ain't got to kill nobody.
The crime scene in this local neighborhood caught people off guard.
All that, and then I just kind of like, you know, maybe somebody got pulled over or something like that.
Some were even more surprised to find out they knew the victims. The neighbors tell me the couple had not lived in this house very long, maybe a year or 2, but they say by all accounts they seem like nice, friendly people.
Every morning we're always parked here, and I always see them leaving in the morning. I wave bye to them.
It's really sad. He's a good man. His wife was good, too.
Why someone would do something bad to them still isn't clear. Police in Austin made the connection, tying the murders here to those in their city. That happened only after they arrested the suspect last night. Katrina Weber, KSAT12 News.
And more details are coming out about this case. 2 law enforcement officers in Austin were also shot and injured, and the governor is talking about the case as well. We will bring you an update in our next half hour from the governor.
The murder trial for a man accused in the death of a 4-year-old boy began today. Quentin Phillips pleaded not guilty in front of the jury to the charge of murder. Back in July 2017, he and 2 others were charged in a drive-by that turned deadly on the east side that killed Vion Whitley. This morning in opening statements, the state told the jury that Phillips was the driver of the vehicle that carried several other individuals that drove to Whitley's home on Hub Street to commit the drive-by shooting. Prosecutors say Phillips also says that a gang association of Quentin Phillips would also testify in court, saying Phillips and others left his home with guns to commit the shooting. Right now, an FBI special agent is on the stand talking about a separate investigation going on at the time and that they had surveillance video of the men loading up into the vehicle with weapons. Coming up later, Eric Hernandez will have more on that special agent's testimony. If Phillips is found guilty, he is facing up to life in prison.
This noon, our latest KSAT community event is underway. We are raising awareness for the needs of the Children's Shelter of San Antonio. It's desperately searching for foster families and donors who can sponsor children. Right now, phone bank operators are standing by to take your calls. The number on your screen, 210-351-1363.
Outside with Live Cam, we kind of like this ditto day. Every day seems the same, which is pretty nice.
We're stringing together quite a stretch here. Beautiful, beautiful weather. Today is not an exception. Temperatures in the mid-60s right now, a lot of blue skies. Now, we'll tell you this starts to change a little bit as we get into tomorrow. Expect quite a bit more cloud cover Thursday and Friday. Let me show you the satellite picture. And yeah, we still got clear skies here in San Antonio. All looks well. You'll notice, though, there are some clouds out west, and these will make their way towards San Antonio a little bit later this evening. 65 right now in San Antonio, some 70s on the map in places like Hondo and Pleasanton. And around Bexar County right now, 64 Helota, 64 currently in Bulverde. Another picture-perfect day. We'll be up near 70 this afternoon. Let me show you the bigger picture, though, and what we have headed our way. As you look out into parts of Mexico, you see a little bit more cloud cover. We've got some high clouds there. These will be shifting in a little bit later this evening. And by tomorrow, skies will go overcast for at least for a while, and temperatures will be held in check because of that. 70 at 3 o'clock today. That's our high. 64 at 6 p.m., 60 at 7 p.m. Look for a slight increase in cloud cover. That's going to make for a good sunset. And then temperatures fall down into the 50s and potentially upper 40s by tomorrow morning with some fog. Fog could have some impacts on the morning commute tomorrow. We'll talk more about that, and we have an update on that cold front this weekend in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Justin. We've got some new details this noon on a deadly shooting on the west side. Police now tell us that they are looking for 2 suspects in the case. Officers say that just after midnight, they found 2 victims shot in front of a convenience store near Petrenko Road in South Ellison. One of the victims tried to get help at the store. By the time help got there, one of the men had died at the scene. The other victim died at the hospital. Detectives are reviewing video from the store, hoping to learn more.
New at noon, we're learning that a husband and wife got into a fight before the woman was stabbed to death on the city's southeast side. It happened just before 11 o'clock last night in the 200 block of Channing Street near Fair Avenue and South New Braunfels. San Antonio police say that a man in his 60s actually called them. He told police he got into an argument with his wife and then stabbed her several times. She was pronounced dead at the scene. Police took that man into custody, but they did not clarify exactly what the charges, if any, this man will face.
Tomorrow will mark the 13th anniversary of a San Antonio great-grandmother disappearing after leaving her job. Pauline Diaz was last seen talking to a woman before she was set to see her estranged husband. Her family has never stopped searching for her. They have been outspoken about the persons of interest in her disappearance. Juanita Diaz believes that they are being intimidated to stop the search. She says on Sunday, someone actually pulled up to the front of her house and ripped a missing person's mobile magnet off her truck.
If you want this story to stop, then you need to give us our answers. And we will stop putting my mom out there. But until then, we are always going to speak for my mom until she is brought home, until we get our answers.
Investigators have been contacted about the theft. Just in case there's a link to the missing persons case, anyone with information is urged to call San Antonio Police.
A larger law enforcement presence, a promise from Bexar County. We're also going to update you on the Spurs. Coming up. We are in Studio B, where we are taking care of the children of San Antonio. Joining me right now is Chelsea Steele. She's the Vice President of Development at the Children's Shelter of San Antonio, which has undergone a lot of changes over the last year or two. But right now, it's doing the work of trying to place foster children in good homes.
That is correct, and thank you, Ursula. The Children's Shelter has been around for 122 years, which is really a strong testament of the work that we do and the people that we service. Right now, our foster care programs is at max capacity. We're serving about 60 children. We would love to do more, which is why your donations are really, really needed. But with all of our programs in general, we service about 2,500 families each year, so a lot of impact there.
So the Children's Shelter itself can use donations of items, cash, but also homes.
Yes. So if you're interested and want to help out, that is something that you can always do is, come call us. We can get you through the program to become a foster care parent. We're always looking for great, loving, positive people to help with our program.
Now, right now, the phones are not ringing, and that's not good because we have about 65 children right now that are looking for a home. So if you have questions about whether you perhaps could be a foster parent, give us a call right now. The phone number is 210-351-1363. We will answer all of your questions about that, but we also can let you know other ways in which you can help. And those ways would be, for instance, safety car seats and
Toys,
diapers and all the
formula.
things that children need in
Yes.
San Antonio.
Absolutely, thank you. Yes, we could use all of those. So new toys, clothing, 0 to 15 years, we take all of that.
Okay, there's a real problem, an overwhelming need for foster families right now, and you guys do the actual training, correct?
Yes, ma'am. So we actually have the families come through, they do the training, they become licensed. We help them with the care of the child, the spiritual, physical, emotional needs, mental needs, and then we also do assessments to help them as that child grows and develops to make sure that they're thriving and that the family's doing well.
My heart is just exploding right now because all of our operators are on the phone right now.
I know.
You are calling and asking the right questions, and we cannot thank you enough. Again, the phone number to call, 210-351-1363. Help out the children of San Antonio who need a good home. We'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
Keep those phones ringing as we take a live look outside. It's an absolutely gorgeous day, and when you like to help out a child enjoy some of the outdoors.
Yeah, and the kiddos are probably loving it out there.
Yep.
This is a good playground kind of day with the sun out and temperatures as comfortable as they are. The aquifer is up a tenth of a foot, 637.5, and your pollen counts just molds. They're low at 320. But we could see a return of CETA this weekend because we have a good-looking cold front headed our way. We'll talk more about that and your complete weekend forecast, too, coming up.
Well, I did my part today. I gave David a snack so that he wouldn't be salivating over whatever SA Live's got coming out.
Salivating or cranky?
Well, he can get hangry. So I gave him a snack before the show. So see,
I do the same
smiling.
thing with him. He has to eat before the show or he gets a little cranky.
Wait till you see what we have, and it is the great little crepes from Sweet Creperie.
Yes.
And
You already had some.
They brought us
See?
some, yes. And they are the most adorable things, Christmas trees and Santa hats, and how you can win a special trip. We'll tell you more on that. But back to our question, show us your finial dauber.
Okay.
The tree topper.
Thank you, Mike. Okay, I'm like, please, don't just. Okay, so what's your Christmas tree topper? Share the photos, scan that QR code. And you're
What
like
do you
the word
call
of the
it?
day for me.
You know where I got that from?
Where?
A
Where?
Hallmark-
Tell everyone.
A Hallmark movie.
Shocking.
Of course you did.
He's
What
all
do you
sugared
call
up
it?
on crepes.
I am. I'm like, yeah. It had Nutella in there and strawberries and bananas, so I'm ready to go.
Okay, and we'll see his tree topper in the show.
Well, what did you call it again?
Finial dauber.
Finial bobber.
Bobber.
Yeah, don't say we don't teach you anything.
It is an educational program.
It's an educational program, yeah.
That's a tree topper? Sound like more like a fishing lure.
I did something different this year. Usually I have an angel, and this year I have a crown that's wrapped in fairy lights. I'm kind of proud. That's my Hallmark moment for today.
There we go.
There's a lot of Hallmark going on, man. Yeah.
You know, there's some new movies on Hallmark, too. We could talk about that if you'd like.
Yeah, I bet you the plot's the same as
Well,
all along, but
you know.
I'm sure it's great. No, that is good stuff. I go with the traditional star.
There you go.
Just the.
I
the
do
gold
that,
star.
but I don't know. It kind of flops up there. I've not been good at that.
Okay, well, I'll work. I guess I need to work on my decorating a little bit. Let's go outside for you. We got blue skies, and you see some high clouds there off in the distance. Temperatures right now are sitting in the 60s, 65 degrees at the airport. Easterly winds at about 6 miles per hour. 66 New Braunfels, 66 in Seguin, 65 in Kerrville. Pretty uniform here. Pretty uniformly beautiful across South Texas and the Hill Country today. Our forecast, we'll get it up to around 70 this afternoon, mostly sunny, and then look for a slight increase in some high clouds this afternoon, but not a big deal. Clouds will start to thicken up, though, overnight, and we'll see quite a bit more cloud cover by tomorrow morning. I'll show you the water vapor here to give you an idea of the moisture that is starting to move in, not necessarily at the lower levels, and we will see that, yes, but also at the upper part of the atmosphere. We can see that nicely on water vapor with some of these thin high clouds that will be working in. And with that in mind, as these work into our area this evening, I think we'll see a pretty spectacular sunset. So I'm going to go out on a limb here and call for a great sunset this evening. Get the cameras ready, get the phones ready. Best viewing time between 5:30 and 6. Sunsets around 5:35 or so. Temperatures will be in the 60s. And after you take the picture, send it into KSAT Connect, because we love to share it. We love your beautiful pictures, and it's been a great week for sunsets, let me tell you. As we look at the dew point trend here, so the moisture, the low-level moisture does start to come up too, especially as we get into tomorrow. I think that leads to a little bit of patchy fog tomorrow morning. Hit or miss type stuff, so it's not going to have a huge impact on the morning commute, but be aware that there could be some fog around. And on Friday, I think we'll see some fog and maybe some drizzle too before we get our front on Saturday, and then dew points plummet again, and it gets really dry, and I mean dry on Sunday. As you look at the forecast here, and we're really just kind of looking at clouds for the time being. This is this afternoon, shows some more of those high clouds moving in, and then tomorrow morning, patchy fog, probably some overcast skies for most of us. And it'll be hard for those clouds to go away. So tomorrow's more of a mostly cloudy day. We'll see a lot less sun. Then as we get into Friday, we do it all again. Patchy fog, a little bit of patchy drizzle. This is early Friday morning. And then the clouds will go away. And by Friday afternoon with some sun, we'll see a pretty warm day, actually. Temperatures in the 70s, our warmest day in the 7-day forecast. Then here comes the front. And this is what brings the big changes. We got a thin line of showers and storms with the front. Don't think we see much here in San Antonio. And there will probably be some bigger storms after our ease, but we can't rule out a shower early on Saturday. Then it turns windy. Temperatures basically just kind of hold steady rest of the day. It's not going to be overly cold, but it will be windy, and it'll be a lot drier. I mentioned the risk for severe weather. That's generally going to be off to our east. It's not include San Antonio. Storm Prediction Center is looking across East Texas and Louisiana for severe weather with this front. So once again, we kind of miss out on any sort of rain here. 70 tomorrow, mostly cloudy. 76 Friday, mostly cloudy. Saturday, windy, temperatures holding there around 70, maybe upper 60s. And then by Sunday morning, those temperatures plummet. 38 to start your Sunday, 62 for a high. We'll get another cold morning on Monday before things moderate by the middle part of next week.
Thank you, Justin.
High school action on the hardwood. Highlights coming up. And the Roadrunners losing one of their best defenders in history. Tell you where he's going and what he's doing. Hey, the Spurs are on the road tonight to take on the Minnesota Timberwolves. Spurs on a 14-game losing streak. T-Wolves have the best record in the league. Victor Wembanyama worked out with Coach Pop over the last few days. They got in some good work with him in the low post, so look for that tonight to see if he spends a little more time down there when they take on the Timberwolves, try to end that 14-game losing streak. 6:30 tip-off tonight. And we have hit the time of year when we start hitting the hardwood for high school basketball. San Antonio is the home of the #1 ranked guard in Texas in the class of 2025, Kingston Flemings, who plays for the Brennan Bears. Flemings and the Bears taking on the Harlan Hawks. A little back and forth to get things started. Then Flemings is going to take it to the hole. He's going to get fouled. He gets to 2 and the free throw. He had 27 in the first half. Told you he was the best in Texas. Second half, Harlan's Josiah Jones drives, finishes off the glass. He had 17 points. Not bad for the freshman. Then Fleming showing off some of those skills again, weaving his way through the defense for another bucket and one. Brennan wins it 75-61. Fleming's had 39 points, just 2 shy of breaking his career high.
I felt like my shot was kind of just on. You know, for the whole game, they were kind of like not helping a lot. So I could get to the rim too. I feel like I missed a few easy ones at the rim. Other than that, I had some good threes. Got some good shooters around me, so the whole court is open. So I feel like I just get whatever I want. We played decent. Our defense wasn't good at all. I feel like we scored 75. We're going to score like that every game. But in order to beat the good teams, Stony Point, Lake Travis, the teams in the state, we're going to have to play better defense. So I feel like we had a decent game for early on, but, you know, we're going to keep on growing and get better from here.
Like that score, thinking about defense. Now to the young ladies. Justin girls basketball team taking on the defending 6A state champion, the Clark Cougars, led by Duke commit Ariana Roberson. First play of the game, they get it to Roberson. Going baseline, bucket, foul. Rockets fight back, though. Melissa McDaniel's going to knock down the corner 3. Bam. But at the other end is Roberson again off the fast break. She's going to get the putback off a miss. Clark builds up a nice lead. The Cougars go on to win it 66-47. Hey, Smithson Valley product and AAC Defensive Player of the Year Trey Moore announced on X that he is going to be transferring, getting into that portal. Pretty big blow to the Roadrunners defense because he is the big-time edge rusher. He set a program record this season with 14 sacks, which is also tied for the most in the nation as a redshirt sophomore, and played a pivotal role in UTSA's 8-4 season. Moore has proved himself to be among the best in all of college football, despite playing in the AAC. So playing for a bigger program with more eyes will certainly give him more opportunity. So UTSA will face Marshall in the Frisco Bowl December 19th without Trey Moore.
Football coverage brought to you by Davis Law Firm.
There are 3 NFL teams that can clinch a spot in the playoffs this weekend, and the Dallas Cowboys are one of them, along with Philadelphia and San Francisco. Cowboys win is big, but Dallas is going to need some help to get there. Several other teams have to win or lose for the Cowboys to clinch as soon as Week 14. How about the Vikings, Packers, and Seahawks all losing or tying? A few cases beyond that. But first and foremost, the Cowboys need to win against the team favored to win the Super Bowl, the Eagles. However, they are coming off that pounding by the 49ers this past Sunday, 42-19.
Yes, we want to get to this 10th win. We understand where they are. Get to this 10th win. So that's really, I really do like the stretch that we're getting ready to be on in this, and I'll talk to the team more about this on Wednesday, but when you look at the teams that we're getting ready to line up, and obviously Philadelphia is all that matters right now. I mean, this is an excellent opportunity for us to play in playoff type games without playoff consequences, and I think that serves very well because December football is something that I've always enjoyed. I think it's a great indication of where you are as a team and what you need to obviously do to get into the playoffs and be ready for the playoffs. So we're looking for it. I mean, it's the Cowboys and the Eagles. I don't think you have to say anything more than that.
Other than it kicks off at 7:20 Sunday night. How about that? We're done then. Thanks. Thank you.
Coming up, scammers pulling out an old trick to deceive people shopping for used cars. I'm not sure what that has to do with Panera Bread, but we're going to tell you about the scam that has nothing to do with Panera Bread.